That's an invention right there, man.
What?
I don't know, because my face is so greasy. My face be getting so greasy sometimes look like somebody slapped me with some fried chicken, man. Yo, and I guess like I'm on the laptop and I'm on the laptop so much, so I touch my face and then it get on the key. So then when I close the laptop, I open it up and the whole screen is just like
greasy as shit, right?
Like, that's
because our moms put that fucking petroleum jelly on us. Yo, you wasn't supposed to use that. It was cheap, so they used it. You know what I mean? They used the fucking $2 big ass jar.
Yep, right before you go to school.
Slap your shit up, and you be like, "Yo, mom just filled me." Yo, you be feeling like, you sliding in your shoes and shit. Should be on your feet. You sliding in. You walking 3 steps before you take a fucking step.
Yo, straight up, like you go to one of them. A fast food restaurant, they got the brown napkins.
Yeah.
One day I wiped my face with that joint. It looked like I ate like a 20-piece chicken, man. It was just covered in grease.
Right.
I'm like,
what's up? Where you think that fucking grease and shit come from, yo?
I don't know, man. I guess that's why we look so young, yo.
Yo, that's what it is. The fucking grease. Keep the greasy face. Grease monkey. That's what they used to call us back in the days, yo. Going to school, fucking, I remember that shit, man. That's fucking all that grease, yo. But I was saying one thing though, fucking, I be going, no breaks, yo, all fucking day.
Yeah.
I went through 22 applicants today. I need to find a couple extra guys and shit for traveling or whatever. So I had to go through 22 applicants, narrowed it down to 11. 7 of them were like a maybe, 4 of them were like yeses. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I narrowed it down, scheduled 4 interviews for tomorrow. No breaks, yo. Edited, fucking keep going, yo. I'll be fucking going. No stopping, yo. Ain't no stopping us now.
Yo, it's 24 hours in a day, man. You got to try and use up all of them joints.
No days off. Taking breaks to leave you broken and we can't.
I don't even have hours. I mean, I have hours, but when PMs, project managers reach out, or GCs, I answer my shit whenever. It'll be anytime. Yeah. They'd be like, "Oh, Sharif, I'm sorry," and knowing they wanted me to answer. You know what I mean? "Oh, I'm sorry I caught you at this time." Well, you calling? It's 8:30, but I don't. I take it. I let them know, like, just ain't no stopping us, man. Yeah. Diddy said that shit. Ain't no stopping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats. What?
No resting in the jungle, yo.
Yo, for real, man.
You think a lion catch a break?
Nah, he always stay on point. You're right.
That's it.
I said lots of OGs are misleading the youth in this era. And I wanted to open with that. You know what I'm saying? I know the topic of today, you know what I'm saying? Let me welcome y'all in to another episode of the Real and Unapologetic Podcast, episode 13, 3 1/4. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Reef, joined with my boy C, my cousin, So
what up?
Yeah. So topic is today, man, is learn to push past the bullshit. For some reason, I wrote down the notes. I was like, a lot of OGs are misleading the youth. The generation that's coming up now are going to be leaders eventually. But if they're being led wrong, how are they going to push past the bullshit? How are they going to make, to be even equivalent to some of the greats that were out here? If we keep misleading them and telling them bullshit and keep, doing it for the money, doing it for the fame, for the paper, that's not right. Why we do this shit. And I was kicking it to somebody. I told him that. I was like, yo, just stay focused on your shit. Stay focused on, don't worry about everybody outside. You're like a horse with the blinders and shit. Stay focused. You know what I'm saying? On your path. Because the OGs, man, they misleading. We're on the real. They're doing all that extra shit for the money, for the cash. They're not teaching these young cats to come up. That's why everybody's complaining. And the reason why I said that, I was watching something on the Breakfast Club, and a young dude said that to Charlemagne. And the young dude said that. But I was talking to somebody today, and they was like, but how? When they said the same thing. And they were younger, they're in their 20s, and they were like, yo, how? When the OGs are the ones that raised us. They're our parents. You know what I'm saying? They're the parents. They're our parents, and they're doing all this extra shit. And I was like, that's true. So how are they gonna learn to push past this shit, man? How are they gonna learn to you know what I mean? Especially when they don't know.
As an OG, you know, you got a responsibility, you know, and that responsibility is one to pass on the knowledge and wisdom that you've collected over the years. And number two, I think is a big one, is that you can't remain silent when you see the bullshit happening. That's what's happening now.
Right.
You know, you got a lot of OGs out there, and we talking about men OGs, women OGs, whatever. But you can't be silent when you see these young kids doing something wrong in the street because, oh, he's scared he might pull out a gun, or he's scared he might do something, or they scared they might get jumped. If you scared of that, you ain't an OG.
Right.
You know, and that's part of your responsibility as a parent, as an aunt, as an uncle, as an older cousin, as a friend. When you see somebody doing something wrong, you jump on it right away. You don't let that shit slide.
Right.
Because now look what we got. Look what we got coming up behind us.
Word.
You can't do that.
Yeah, but I mean that's what it leaves. It leaves you the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? If OGs are not, they trying to take everything, they're leaving crumbs, and that's what we seeing right now. These are not whole individuals. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying and calling nobody out and saying that shit, but on the real, these kids that are coming up, they're not whole, man. I mean, even OGs, like I say, they're not whole.
Yeah,
they not whole. You know what I mean? They ready to quit, and they don't want to push past anything. So they're ready to just give up. Like you said, yo, stop and say something when you see it. They don't want to do that. They're like, yo, I got to worry about my shit. Fuck it. I ain't saying nothing. And
they don't realize that their shit is their shit, and it's going to be their shit.
Right. Yeah.
You know? So if you don't say something to that young kid that's doing something wrong, or smacking the old lady in the back of the head, or doing something crazy in the hood, he's affecting your hood.
Right.
He may not be up in your crib doing it, but he's affecting your hood. It has an effect on your community. And that's what we missing nowadays, man. Because we already said it in another episode. Yo, if we got in trouble 15 times back in the day before we got home.
Right, no doubt.
15 times. And you probably got beatings on your way home to get your main beating.
Get the main beating. So, yeah. Real shit, man. But, yo, I don't want us to... That was something I was thinking about. That's, you know, so we got to go revisit that. We revisit that because that's a whole different topic. But the topic of the day, man, is learning to push past the bullshit. When you see people that are willing, you know, quitting in the middle of a group meeting and a conversation, they're ready to walk away. They're ready to just bail out. They don't want to make it on time. They don't want to fucking, they don't just want to lead. They don't want to lead. They're looking for a leader and don't want to lead. And let me reverse and say this: they're looking to lead, but don't want to learn. They don't want to be followers first. And in order to be a great leader, you got to be a follower first. You got to understand how to follow. You can always talk and sound like some shit and just make some dumbass shit up. And you know what I mean? It's just like, if I don't know something, man, I'm going to reach out to C. I'm going to reach out to whoever it is that got the info. I'm going to be like, yo, you want to show me that? So I learn it and I know what they know. And then it adds into, you know, whether it's something for me to carry with me in my philosophy, in my skill set, the tool set, whatever it is, I'm going to ask to be taught it so then I know it. And then that way I can utilize it.
Right.
And that's the only way you can really push past bullshit, is that if you have factual information or actual skills. Yeah. You can't do shit with talk. You know what I'm saying? Talk won't fucking get you past shit.
You know, and everybody has these dreams of where they want to be and what they want to do and what they want to have. But a lot of people don't realize that in order to get there, you got to have a sense of humbleness, man. You can't be afraid to walk up to somebody and let your ego, you know, get in the way and keep you from asking them a question. Yo, how'd you do that, man? Yo, I heard you know how to do it. Can you show me? Not do it for me, but can you show me how to do that so I can do it myself? people lost that sense of humbleness, and especially when we was talking with this younger generation, they want everything handed to them.
Right.
Give me this, do this for me. No, I'll teach you how to do it.
Teach you how to do it. And they don't want to fucking become lead. Yo, you saying that shit, man. That was another thing I read. Brian McKnight last year, he had 2 sons. He got 3 kids or whatever. A daughter that's 18, a son that's 27, and another son that's like 32 or something. Bottom line is, he said, boom, when you get a certain age, I'm going to pay 2 years apartment, your rent for 2 years. You get a brand new car, and you got to handle your business, my man. You know what I'm saying? Talking to his sons.
Yeah.
So they tripped on him, talking about, my dad is this, and he's not a good dad and all that. And Brian McKnight explained, he's like, yo, I'm teaching y'all tough love, and y'all don't want to do what you have to do. So his new wife, got them jobs at a medical center or whatever, starting $18 an hour. They didn't want to take the test, because they wanted to smoke weed. Yo, he told him, y'all got to take this. He was like, nah, we're not. I don't want to work there because that means I got to stop smoking weed. I would have to take, you know what I'm saying, a blood test. And I was like, yo. And so when I heard that shit, the kids, the moms, the exes and all that make the shit sound so bad, right? When they be talking. And then Brian McKnight was like, yo, I want to straight tell y'all exactly what I did. This is what I did. I'm a father. This is how I father. This is how I parent. They didn't want to push past the bullshit. They wanted celebrity status because their father worked. He's a celebrity. They want that celebrity status. No, you got to take your ass to the hospital and work. Take that $18 an hour. Your dad made it to that level because he pushed. He had many jobs before that. People don't want that. They want to go fucking right because they say, oh, yo, you here already. Why can't I just slide in right with you? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It don't work that way.
But see, and I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate
here. Go ahead. Yeah.
But part of that is Brian McKnight's fault. If his kids is that age and they ain't ready to be on their own,
right,
that's partly his fault.
Well, you know what? He says that. He says that too. Okay. He like I told you, there was some other shit or whatever going on in the news and the shit. You know what I'm saying? And since we had the podcast, I've been watching different things, just feeding myself, just like information, like, oh, what's going on over there? For different topics and all that, right? So he said that. He was like, yo, tough love. He was like, it was my fault for teaching you and giving you and feeding you all this. You had 3 cars before I put you out. He's like, you had 3 brand new cars. I was talking to his son. Then he told the world, he was like, listen, these are not kids no more. These are grown men. He said, one is 32, one is 27. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He told them, like, yo, when you get this age, you on your own. I'm gonna pay 2 years. Now listen, he gave him a plan. 2 years. He said, do you think they fucking after the 2 years of free rent that they had their shit together? No, they wasn't even ready. So you know what they were doing? Tricking off, wilding off, acting like Brian McKnight. When you're not Brian McKnight, you can't be Brian McKnight. And that's just it. If you're not the fucking CEO, you can't be the CEO. If you're not the supervisor, you can't be the supervisor. That's what I'm trying to say, is that what he's saying is real. If you are not that person, play your position and play your position well.
Being a leader is a huge responsibility. You're responsible for everybody that's under you. Now, if you're a parent, you're an uncle, you're a cousin, you got family members that are under you. Right. You are responsible. All right. And I've always said this. Yo, my job as a parent is not to be your friend. That's like 9 or 10 on my list. Okay, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that comes before that. I got to make sure that you're able to grow up, become a productive citizen in this society, be able to achieve your goals once you start them. It's a whole lot of things that comes into being a parent. But most parents nowadays, I just want my kid to like me. I just want my kid to be my friend. That's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. When you decided you were going to have kids, you had to understand this is a responsibility. I'm responsible to make sure that this person is able to make it without me. Nowadays, kids are 32, 33 years old, and if their parents die, they got no clue.
Right.
Shit, what the fuck am I going to do? Well, mom used to take care of this. Pops used to take care of this. No, that shit is not happening in
Half
my
of these
house.
kids don't even know how to fucking cook. If somebody came up to you and they were like, yo, with this question, how do I push past the bullshit? And what is the bullshit?
The bullshit is anything that keeps you from achieving your dream or your goal. Okay, when I say anything, that's anything. And we'll get into the second topic later, but you first got to recognize the bullshit. You got to recognize that it's bullshit so that you can push past it. And I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of bullshit out there that keeps people from doing the things that they want to do. You know, yo, we grew up in Harlem, Washington Heights area. How many ball players you knew from back in the day that if they would have just did the right shit would have been in the NBA?
No doubt.
We could tell hundreds of stories of cats that we was like, yo, can't nobody mess with that cat on the court. But yo, he ain't have the rest of his stuff because he let the other bullshit. I say the other bullshit, ego becomes a thing in it. Wanting to be part of the crowd becomes a thing of it. Keeping it real.
Right.
Come on. You got a skill, you got a gift. You're supposed to nurture that. And you got all the other bullshit. Yo, so what's up? You a ball player now and you can't hang with us? Yeah, you got to have the balls to say, yeah, I got something better to do. I can't be hanging out with y'all motherfuckers that's robbing stores and stealing cars and stealing drugs. That's bullshit right there. That's some of the bullshit that you don't even recognize. And you got the family bullshit, because maybe you got somebody in your family that might be a little jealous, and it's a shame. You see it like a mother or a father be jealous of their kid because they see that kid got the drive, got the determination to do something, but they gonna do everything that they can because I can't let my kid be better than me. I can't let him succeed. You got parents out there like
that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. But as a role, again, your parent is to make sure your kids are better than you.
Right. Well, you got to understand though, man, a lot of people, like you said, that jealousy shit is a big killer. And then also a lot of people don't know how to get past jealousy. They don't know how to get past the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying you explain what the bullshit is and how to get past it. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I know what all the bullshit. Now we heard all the bullshit, the girls, the friends, the peer pressure, the drama, the drugs, the violence, the sex, all that shit is the bullshit there. And the number one on the list is the excuses that you make with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That you give yourself the excuses of, man, I can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not good enough. You know what I mean? I'm not good enough. I'll never reach this. I'll never make $1 million. I'll never see this. I'll never make 100,000. I'll never be able to do this. That's the fucking number one bullshit of them all. You know what I'm saying? Along with the friends and the family and the negativity and all that shit. That's the number one, man. And to me, to push past that, you got to not give a fuck. Whether it's your family that's jealous or it's a friend that's jealous or somebody hating, you got to not give a fuck. And it's not like I think it was up the last episode. And if y'all didn't peep that episode 13, is that you have to like literally just not care, man. You just got to not fucking pay attention to this shit, man. It can't not be a part of your fucking, your philosophy, what people think about you, what others think, what they feel. And it has nothing to do with them anyway. It's about you competing with you, who you was fucking when you was 13 versus who you are when you're 18, who you was when you was 25 versus who you are when you're 28, who you was when you're 40 versus who you are when you're 43 or 55, whatever the shit is. You're always competing against the past you, the last you. You know what I'm saying? That's who you always competed with, the person, the last you. And people think they're competing. You ain't doing that shit. And you can have you and your friend or you and your cousins or whatever, y'all can have be competitive. That's always great. And if you don't have people like that, you got to learn to be competitive with yourself. And that's the shit I was saying when in the beginning when I was telling C, like, no breaks. Yo, Wale, I always got to throw a track in there, silent or whatever, so we don't get hit up with fees and shit. And Wale don't come after us, I'm going to play that track, but no days off.
No days
You know what I'm saying? No days off. Like you can't have motherfuckers. Yo, take a day off. You see you. Why would I fucking take a day off? But I don't want to be in your situation. So I'm not taking a day off. Now, do you get to go on vacations and shit? And should you regroup? And definitely. And you do that, but do it in a way that is still beneficial to your future.
Exactly. And then pushing past the bullshit does require you to be selfish and focused. You know, and when I say being selfish, I'm not saying.
I must sound selfish like a motherfucker when I was saying.
No, I'm saying, but that's required.
Yeah, it is, right.
That's required in order to do it, man. Whether you training to become somebody in the NFL, whether you training to be some big guy on Wall Street, you gotta be selfish. You can't let other things, infiltrate on that time, on that focus. Nah, I can't hang out with you. Yo, come on, man. You ain't hang out with us in a while, man. No, I got to do this.
Right.
No, look, I don't care what y'all got going on over there. I have to do this.
And that's a powerful word, infiltrate. You said infiltrate.
I have to do this.
Right.
And if people around you don't understand that, then they ain't really with you.
Right.
And you got to be like, all right, well, I told this dude he's supposed to be my ace boon, but I told him I needed to do this for me, and he's still pushing me and he's still pressuring me, and now he calling me a sucker because I don't want to hang out on the corner. Yo, bye. Sounds hard, but bye. Want to keep it real? Adios. I can't use you.
Yo, hasta la vista. Yo, real shit. That's real shit, man. And I've done that several times where I cut people out of my life because I'm just looking at where I want to be and where I am. And can you carry these people or that's those same characteristics with you to get over here from A to B? And if you can't, you got to take some of that shit out, that baggage. Some of that shit, you're going to have to throw that shit out and have no thoughts about it. Like, I don't need that shit. And get the device you need so when you get to that fucking stop, you got what you need. A lot of people be pressured where they have to really think they got to fucking make a decision about some shit that's not going to be beneficial to them. Like, damn, wait, let me think about this. I need this device when I get over here. I don't know, man. I love these clothes. Listen, get out of, and that's another episode you guys got to watch, episode 12. You know what I mean? Control your emotions before your emotions control you, because that's what you got to get out. Getting past the bullshit, you got to fucking get rid of them emotions. And like C said, you got to be selfish, very, very selfish. And in order to be selfish, you have to fucking not have that emotion where you like tapping into and feeling bad. Like the motherfuckers ain't feeling bad for you. They ain't feeling bad when they got you on the corner drinking, knowing they don't listen. 9 times out of 10, if motherfuckers are trying to stop you from your mission, they know that you're going to make it and you're going to do better than them and greater than them. And all it's going to do is hurt them. So that's why they want to hold you back so you don't get there. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to fucking get there because it makes, when they look in the mirror and go, what the fuck? And every time they see you, you're a reflection of them not doing what the fuck they needed to do.
Crabs in the barrel. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
Crabs in the barrel.
Crabs in the barrel, right.
One crab is trying to get out. He almost to the top. And all the other crabs latch on and be like, no, don't leave us. Come back down here. Be a crab with us. And the next thing you know,
he back in the fucking the barrel, right? You got to be that motherfucker, man, and push past that shit and understand you're not, listen, it's selfish, but in the Bible, for everybody that's in the Bible and religious and whatever, you're a Christian, whatever you are, self-preservation. You got to preserve you first. Then you can help every fucking body else. So it's not really being selfish. I think I think that's worse, man. If you're selfless, if you don't take care of you, I think that's fucked up. You know what I mean? And people that don't allow you to take care of you, I think they fucked up too. If they don't want you to better you, if you like, yo, I just need to study. I got to pass this exam. I got this exam tomorrow night. I can't go out with you. And if they say fucking something, that door, you should be like, yo, I'm done. That's it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Those ain't really your friends. If they're your friends, they're going to want to see you succeed. They're going to be like, yo, handle that shit. Yo, we'll tell you about the party next week. They're supposed to support you all the way around. And if they're not, that's it, man. Motherfucker just.
And by them understanding and supporting you, once you do make it, you more apt to reach back and say, yo, I'm here. Let me show you how to get here too.
Right. Right.
But if you always, yo, I gotta go do this, man. Yo, I gotta go hit the library. Yo, I gotta go to this appointment downtown. Yo, just hang out with us for 2 minutes, man. Jump in the car, we'll get you there, but we gotta make this stop first. No.
Right.
Just do what you gotta do. Be focused, be selfish, and you'll get there. You'll get there, but it takes a lot to be selfish. It's not an easy thing.
Nah.
Don't think that it's just all about what. It's hard to be selfish, especially when people around you got feelings about what you're getting ready to do. People around you don't want you to do. Being selfish for your goals is a hard job. It's a hard job, and not everybody is prepared to do it.
Yeah, but you know what? See, when you're saying that, people make selfish. That's why a lot of people are afraid of shit or afraid to do it, because people make selfish sound so bad.
Right. That's what
as a kid.
Point was. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No,
I was saying selfish is not a bad thing.
Right.
By you being selfish, you're able to achieve your goals. Guess what? You can help the 10 people behind you. But if you're not selfish and you just fall into being part of the crowd, you're not helping nobody.
Right.
So be selfish. If your goal is be like, yo, whatever it is, if your why is, yo, I can't live in this hood, man. I've been living in this kitchenette apartment for 20 years now, and it's 6 of us up in here. If that's your why, then focus. Be selfish. Be like, look, I got to do what I got to do. I can't let y'all stop me. So if y'all either let me do what I got to do, or that's it. I'm done. You got to be able to say that.
Right. Nah, see, that's all on the money. With selfish, and this is what I wanted to say, because a lot of times people are afraid of selfish because when you're young, they make it sound so bad. See what I'm saying? They're constantly going, you're selfish. You want to keep that fucking candy bar to yourself. You're selfish. Or you want to keep you don't want nobody to ride your bike because you see how they fucking ride bikes, and you're like, you're going to fuck my bike up. And I don't look at your bike. Your shit is fucked up. The brakes are fucked up. The grips are all ripped up. And then I'm selfish because I don't want to give you my shit to fuck mine up. So people make it sound bad. So as you grow up and you get older, that's been in your brain, embedded in your brain, that selfish is a bad thing. No, I don't want to be selfish. So you know what? Let me give them my time. Let me make sure my girl gets all of my time. Let me make sure that this. And then at the end of the day, these same motherfuckers is complaining to you about some shit that you're not doing. Yo, let me tell you something, man. That's why you gotta be selfish, because those same people are gonna complain to you about some shit that you don't have. Like, well, mama, you can't even take me out. Well, if I wasn't cuddling with you all fucking week, I would have been at work. You know what I mean? But you kept calling me selfish. You selfish. You just want to be at the job all the time. Listen, you gotta be selfish, man. You gotta be fucking selfish. And like I tell people, yo, this is for you young motherfuckers, or you single motherfuckers, or whatever. If before you go get in a relationship, get your shit together, so then that way you can do the coloring and shit. You know what I'm saying? Handle your shit first. Like I tell my kids, don't go have no kids. Don't go fucking get a boyfriend. Don't go get a girlfriend right away. It's gonna slow you down, man. And I know they don't understand that shit. They want it because love is a thing that everybody wants, like money. They make it look so fucking great. Like you said, love is over romanticized. You know what I'm saying? Money is the same way. I want to do this for me. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, meaning you could do it for you, but it has to be for a change. Meaning if that change is you, like, damn, I'm tired, like she said, of this kitchenette, and you want a motherfucking, marble countertop, and you want an island, a kitchen island in the floor, and you want to see that change. Like, I'm tired of this kitchenette shit. I've just one trip. You just in the motherfucker like this. That's it. Fridge is here. Motherfucking stove is right here. And everything is there. Plates, everything is right here. You just in this motherfucker like this all day. Like, definitely change that. And that could be your why. Yo, why are you doing this? Yo, this kitchenette shit is fucking tired. So definitely, man, I believe that selfish is a great fucking thing, man. It's beneficial to you. It's beneficial to your family. It's beneficial to those around you that are coming up behind you. Everybody's not going to understand your vision. Remember that. That's how another way to get past the bullshit is realize everybody is not going to relate to your vision. Why? Oh, this dude wants to do this. He wants to do this. Like, what makes you think you can do that? You not mother. And then you're gonna hear some cruel shit from the people you love, from the people that you thought was down with you. Some cruel shit. You think you motherfucking Diddy, motherfucker. You trying to be Diddy? Nah, I'm just trying to do me. So you gonna hear all kind of shit. And that's the shit. That's when you know you gotta have your checklist out, check motherfuckers off. Like, yeah, that one's he's gone. He's out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear all kind of shit, man. Real shit.
Like you said, you're gonna hear some cruel shit from your family, from your friends.
Right.
But in reality, that's gonna make you tougher listening to that cruel shit and being able to push past it. Because when you get out into the real world, you're gonna hear some more cruel shit.
Right.
Let me tell you, corporate America is fucking brutal.
Right.
Okay, for those of you that don't know, fucking corporate America is brutal.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And if you can't handle the cruel shit from your family, how you going to handle it out there? So you gotta grow that tough skin. And that, again, that's more bullshit that you got to push past.
Right.
Be able to see it, you know?
Right.
So, and like we said, when we talk about being selfish, it's just like what they tell you to do on the plane. What they tell you to do on the plane.
First fucking thing.
When the respirator comes down.
Yep.
Put on your mask first,
yep,
and then help somebody else. How you going to help somebody else if you up there? Come on, you got to put on your mask first. Make sure you can breathe.
Right.
Now you can help somebody else breathe.
Yep.
No days off. Taking breaks to leave you broken, and we can't find.
And people keep doing it because they're afraid to push past the bullshit. Oh, fuck it. He said he gonna give me this, and I get the dental and the motherfucking life insurance, and I get this. Motherfucker, go without life insurance for a year. You be all right. Mm-hmm. Serious. No, I mean health insurance. Go without it for a fucking year. You all right? You might lose a fucking tooth. Okay. Tooth fairy give somebody, but bottom line, at the end of the day, you'll have your fucking goal. You'll get to your goal. And a lot of people, I can't be without this. Look, you have to. If you thought everybody that fucking built these huge fucking conglomerates and these fucking massive corporations and lucrative fucking companies, and you think that they had fucking health and dental and all that shit before they started, they didn't have that shit. Don't let them know. They did not have that shit. There was not on when freaking Microsoft, Bill Gates and his buddies and Steve Jobs and them were in their garages. They did not have no fucking health insurance inside there. There was not health insurance. Like, hey, we got fucking dental, medical, 401k. They didn't have none of that shit. But guess what? They got a fucking incredible 401k now. You know what I'm saying? They having crazy fucking health, dental, whatever they fucking want. But they had to push past the bullshit of their wants and their needs and the things that they thought were necessities when it came to the fucking Nike Airs and the shoes and the cigarettes and the fucking weed and the drinks. They had to, that's also a part of the bullshit that people don't want to push past. They want to keep fucking using that. I need that. This is my sedative. This fucking relaxes me for the Friday. Well, motherfucker, that broke ass accountant should be relaxing you. You know what I mean? That shit should fucking put you in fucking, you should be sleeping, motherfucker. Like, oh shit, this is fucked up. Yo, real shit. But that's what you should not need some other shit. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Those are the excuses and the bullshit that people are doing. And they're covering the shit up with a lot of other shit instead of just being like, fuck it, I'm gonna go without this. Fuck that. I don't need that. Whatever it is. Yep. Go without the shit until you get to the place that, yo, you can have it.
Yeah.
Push past the bullshit. You got to, there's a lot of bullshit. Like me and C saying, we're pointing out all the bullshit. And that's recognizing all the bullshit. You got to get push past this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing it. You know what I mean? And you're going to have to watch 13 and 5 6s to hear the other side of self-sabotage and all that. And this is your boy.
Fractions on y'all.
You know what I'm saying? This is your boy Reef, and that's your boy C. And this is 13 3/4. Push past the bullshit.